So we've seen Xabi Alonso's team in pre-season, but what is his best system and what is his best 11? We're going to find out together. But before we get into that, I'm going to please ask you to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video, turn that notification bell icon, and let me know your thoughts on the Xabi Alonso system in the comments. What exactly have we seen from Xabi Alonso this pre-season? We've seen a back four, a back three, a hybrid. There's so much to discuss, but we're going to get into it and we're going to break it all down for you right here, right now. So guys, as you can see on screen, this is the system we originally will go with. We will go with a 3-4-3. So let's explain it in detail exactly what's going on here. So obviously you've got Sanchez, you've got James, Lacroix, Colwill as the three centre-backs and the goalkeeper. The two wing-backs of Chavaria and Palestra. Caicedo and Fernandez in the midfield. Rogers, Palmer and João Pedro up top. Now, I said the other day this was interchangeable, and it is. And let me explain that to you. So, as you can see with this back three, we've got Colwill, Lacroix, Reece James. Now, in attack, we're going to probably switch it up. So, Palestra will come seriously wide, out wide. And he will almost become a winger. Rogers can pull out. He can either pull out or come short. It's up to him, right? And then Palmer will come into this 10 position where he can dictate from here, 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 and here. He can go all across this area here. So he will probably sit just in that 10 here on the attack. And then what happens to that back three? James shifts over. Chavaria pulls out into the full back position. And Lacroix and Colwill become the two centre-backs, which forms a back four, which leaves Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez continually in the same positions. But what does this mean when we come back into the defensive structure? So instantly, when we come back into that defensive structure, Caicedo is going to probably drop. He's going to probably come in to try and protect that defence. So he'll probably come in around here. Enzo Fernandez will probably stay a little bit higher just to be able to get that ball from back to front if we win it back quick enough. So obviously, Lacroix will come back into this central position. Reece James will pop back over and Palestra will come back down into the wing backs, and Caicedo then will sit and Enzo Fernandez will just play that slightly little bit higher up, and Palmer and Rogers will come back to their natural 10 positions. But what effect does this have in a build-up? So when we talk about build-up play, we're going to bring Rogers and Palmer back ever so slightly. Palmer slightly further back than Rogers, and we're going to bring João Pedro into the game. So when we're building up, Chavaria and Palestra can go high. And Reece James will pull out a little bit. And Lacroix will come out wide as well. So you're obviously wondering, well, how are we supposed to defend with that back three with the wing backs seriously high? Chavaria can pull back. Reece James can tuck back in with Lacroix tucking back in. And it becomes a back five again. But with Chavaria and Palestra out wide, it's quite interesting. Palmer will be able to come back and collect the ball from here. He will then be able to go here and carry the ball, or he can give it off to Rogers and Rogers can make that carry and run, and Palmer can come up and join him. But what about João Pedro? So if Palmer and Rogers are isolated and we cannot really get the ball to them and get to João Pedro through them, João Pedro can come back and drop deep. And if so, Palmer and Rogers will split out wide, leaving João Pedro dropping deep to pick up the ball from here to give it to Rogers or Palmer. But João Pedro can also have the two wingers or wing backs running on further to give numerical advantage to the attack. And then João Pedro can either give it off here to Rogers, to Palmer, to Palestra or Chavaria. And he's then able to make his own way to the box. Now, how does this work in a creative standpoint? Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez will play a little bit higher than Moises Caicedo, and that will be the key. But when Moises Caicedo is here protecting and clearing up. Fernandes is able to pick up the ball and move forward with it himself. Risky, I know, but that's where this happens. Colwill goes out to a left-back position. Caicedo drops in. He comes back. Enzo Fernandez then comes back in here. And Palmer and Rodgers become central midfielders. Now, as you can see, that is now a 4-3-3. There's options. We always have options, and Xabi Alonso is always going to want to use those options. There's other opportunities too. Palmer again and Rodgers going back to their natural 10 positions with Chavaria and Palestra out wide. You've got Caicedo who comes to join into the midfield. Enzo Fernandez is in the midfield with him. Now, the back three sticks. Now, with the back three, that's interesting because if we quickly just give you arrows, right? We can go, Reece James can come here, okay, to go to the wingers. Colwill can go to the same place. But, on the same hand with the fullbacks or wingbacks, they can come back here and support. So there's never a problem. Enzo Fernandez can always drop in, so can Caicedo. That's key. Caicedo will always want to come back into this centre-back position if the build-up is required. So then you have a natural back four. And one of Palmer or Rodgers or even Chavaria or Palestra will come back to support. So this is my thinking, guys, right? We have plenty of opportunities. We're going to go back into the natural positions now. But it's always about numerical overloads. And it's easy football. It's simple football. It's never just one single thing. There's always options. And within Palmer and Rodgers, they can do multiple things. Palmer can drift out wide. Rodgers can drift out wide. Pedro can drift out here and here, making channel runs. He'll always attract two centre-backs. Here and here. And Palmer and Rodgers, while he's attracting those centre-backs, can make these runs here. Channel runs. Or then Palmer, if Rodgers has made that channel run, Palmer will just go around here. If I just quickly show you, he will probably come into this area here. He's got that area to use for himself. If Rodgers decides to pull out here or to come in here. So there will always be an option. There will always be an option. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this tactic. And do you think Xabi Alonso is going to continue with this system? Or do you think he's going to go traditional back four with Colwill and Lacroix as the two centre-backs, Chavaria as that left-back, and have Palestra playing high and wide as an actual winger with Palmer in the 10 and the 2 double pivot? Let me know what you think, because I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now guys, I hope you have all enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, you turn that notification bell icon on. You can follow the socials down in the description. It is really appreciated. And let me know in the comments what you think Alonso's system is going to look like this season. And make sure you let me know in the comments if you think there will be any differences to what I've given today. So guys, take care and I'll see you in the next one.